When are these parents going to get locked the fuck up? R.Kelly has been in jail for almost 3 years. July 11th will be 3 years since he was locked up by the federal government. And he has been serving time. So for anybody who thinks that he's guilty, it's going to be 3 years since he's been locked up. So at what point do these idiots in the federal government hold the parents accountable for violating the Mann Act, for pimping and pandering, for racketeering? When is Angelo Clary, Tim Savage, Joycelyn Savage, and Alice Clary going to get locked up? They were all in cahoots. They were all in cahoots. They sent their daughters to R.Kelly to seduce him. They told their daughters, go fuck him, girl. Go get with him, girl. Go sex him down, girl. Go have his babies. Hope you get pregnant, girl. And they're not in jail? Why not? If this is about protecting little black girls, like the federal government says, why are they protecting these pimping parents? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand how the entire federal government is focusing all of their wrath and all of their resources to ruin R. Kelly, to make sure he gets locked away for the rest of his life. But these parents are going to the beach. Angelo Clary was on the beach the other day, relaxing, chilling, like nothing fucking happened. Like his wife didn't just get exposed in federal documents for telling his daughter, Azriel, to go seduce R. Kelly. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Why is it that these people are being allowed to do whatever they want without consequences, while R. Kelly is locked away in a nasty stink jail in New York? The MDC Brooklyn is one of the most nastiest jails on the planet. R. Kelly's been there almost 3 years. Almost 3 years now. He's been embarrassed in front of the world. Lies told on him. Treating him worse than a serial killer. I've seen murderers get treated better than the way R. Kelly's been treated. All these people saying, life him, life him, life him, but there is no movement to get these motherfucking parents locked the fuck up. I want them locked the fuck up. No way R. Kelly's in jail suffering for 3 years, and Angelo Clary walking around, and his slutty wife Alice walking around. That woman drove 8 hours to take Azriel to R. Kelly's hotel room. How is she not charged with violating the Mann Act? She took her daughter across state lines under the false pretense that her daughter was 18. R. Kelly was believing that her daughter was 18, and she took her daughter to him so that the daughter can get fucked. How is that not violating the Mann Act? We need to do a better job as R. Kelly fans of really rallying to get these parents locked up. We have to. That might be the only way to get R. Kelly up out of this. Because once we get to point fingers, they'll have to start dropping charges against R. Kelly. And that's the only way, is to get these parents locked up. We really do need to get behind starting a campaign. I know the Boski and other people have said something about it, but we really didn't hop on it like we should have. We really need to start calling senators and people and ask them why the parents ain't been arrested. Put some fire under these politicians to get these parents locked up. The same way they put fire on the politicians to get R. Kelly locked up, we need to put fire under these politicians to get them parents locked up. It's unbelievable. You got Tim Savage running around the internet talking about Joycelyn ain't calling, Joycelyn ain't coming home, la da 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 this, it's R. Kelly's fault. Nigga, your daughter would have never been in R. Kelly's face if you did not introduce her to him. R. Kelly didn't go looking for Joycelyn. He didn't go looking for Geronda. He didn't go looking for Azriel. He didn't go looking for any of these chicks that were basically put in his face, either by themselves or by their parents. Tim Savage is a clown. Joycelyn is never coming home. Joycelyn is never coming home. If she ain't came home by now, she not coming home. She not coming home, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I do not blame her. Joycelyn was done wrong by her parents. Joycelyn was sitting at home with R. Kelly when it went viral all over the internet that her father was on that TV show Sister Circle saying that his daughter had herpes. That went viral. Everybody was talking about it. And it was in that moment that I believe that she was like, fuck them. She said, fuck them. I'm never going back to these people. And we don't even know if Joycelyn has herpes. Because let's say R. Kelly has herpes, right? It's cases where somebody could have an STD and their partner not have it. So we don't even know if Joycelyn has it. Do we have proof that Joycelyn has herpes? Did she say she has herpes? She hasn't said shit. So why would you, as a father, go on TV and say, my daughter got herpes, when you haven't spoken to your daughter to ask her if she got herpes? And when she did come home, for that few minutes, she came home for like a couple of days in 2017, 2016, you recorded her and you put it on the internet for the world to see. Y'all are such terrible parents. I swear before Jesus, y'all are the worst parents on the fucking planet. I hope Joycelyn never speaks to y'all again, and she not. And it has nothing to do with R. Kelly. If R. Kelly stays in jail another 5 years, another 6 years, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, she's still not coming home. She don't fuck with y'all. She didn't come home when her granddaddy died. She didn't come home when her grandmama died. She not coming home. She didn't even come to her grandparents' funeral. You know, people love their granddaddy and their grandmama. She didn't come to the funeral because she didn't want to run into y'all. Not because she didn't fuck with her grandparents. She just didn't like her parents. That went overseas when Tim Savage said that girl had herpes. It was on Arab television. I saw a clip of them talking about it in Arab over there on Arab television, that Joycelyn Savage had herpes. They embarrassed that girl worldwide, and they got the nerve to come on here and blame fans and blame R. Kelly. No, nigga, it's you. Nigga, it's you. You're the one that ruined your daughter. You're the one who embarrassed her, not R. Kelly. And she's looking at it like, wow, R. Kelly never embarrassed me on TV. R. Kelly didn't make me look bad in front of the entire world. But I got my parents out here talking about me like I'm a prostitute on TV. Then you told the world she would stink, she couldn't bathe, she didn't have no food, she didn't have no money. You painted a picture like this girl was just busted and disgusted. Oh my God, and you want to know why she ain't calling? Hell no. Hell no. That girl has been through so much because of her parents. I mean, R. Kelly saved her. R. Kelly saved Joycelyn from her nasty family. These are some evil people, y'all. These are some evil people. Every other chick is back with their family except for Joycelyn. Except for Joycelyn. So it can't be R. Kelly's fault. Because you can't say that R. Kelly is keeping her hostage because all the other chicks have left. So why would R. Kelly keep her hostage of all the other chicks? And he's not charged with her. If he was going to keep her hostage, it would have been Azriel, because he was charged with Azriel. It would have made more sense for him to keep Azriel. Ooh, I got to make sure Azriel good because she won't testify. If he wanted to do that. But he didn't really fuck with Azriel. He was glad when Azriel was gone. The best thing that ever happened to R. Kelly was Azriel leaving. The bitch was setting him up from the start. She planted those videos, smearing feces all over her body after R. Kelly got arrested, y'all. She planted those videos on the iPad so the feds could find him. And then she could say R. Kelly told her to put feces on her body. The bitch is diabolical. The bitch is diabolical. I can't believe it. This is like a crazy movie, this whole situation. And I can't wait till R. Kelly get out and he makes a documentary and a movie about his life and just tells his side of it. Because these people are really setting him the fuck up. Tim Savage and Joycelyn Savage went on national TV and said that Joycelyn didn't have food, that Joycelyn didn't have clothes, that Joycelyn couldn't eat, that Joycelyn couldn't use the bathroom, that Joycelyn was stinking, she couldn't shower, she didn't have tampons. Remember all of that shit they said? And she got herpes. And Shabazz made a good point. The other day on his podcast, he said, if Joycelyn wanted to sell some pussy to get some money, she can't even sell no pussy because Tim Savage fucked her up when he went and told everybody, the whole world, that she had herpes. So ain't nobody trying to buy no pussy from Joycelyn. He fucked that girl all the way up. He fucked her all the way up. I don't believe Joycelyn have herpes, y'all. I don't believe she has herpes because the feds would have found a way to charge him with Joycelyn. R. Kelly is not charged with anything relating to Joycelyn. And that has to be because they didn't believe the Savages. Because why couldn't the feds find one charge to charge him with Joycelyn? And it would have been the Mann Act with the herpes violations. Tim Savage is a clown. He's a terrible father. Angelo is a terrible father. They're pimps. The mothers are whores. Alice Clary's a fucking whore. Joycelyn is a fucking crack whore. How dare you sit up there and take your daughter to a man and then come on national TV crying like you give a fuck. You sent your daughter there, bitch. You sent your daughter to R. Kelly. And a lot of y'all have said, ooh, what about Chicago? Okay, Chicago coming up. I'm not worried about Chicago now that Jennifer Bonjean is on the case. You know she's gonna tear these old whores apart. These old hoes from the 90s, especially Roshana Landfair. Roshana was putting money on R. Kelly's books. When he first got locked up, how was she afraid of him? Roshana's daddy, who died, Greg Landfair, he got up on the stand and said it wasn't his daughter. So either you're lying then or you're lying now. Roshana already had a trial in 2008. If she had a problem with R. Kelly, she should have took the stand in 2008. R. Kelly is not more powerful than the police. If she was harmed, she could have took the stand in 2008 and say, R. Kelly harmed me. I'm upset. Lock him up. And it's nothing he could do, because if she told the police that she needed protection from R. Kelly, they would have protected her. The police don't give a damn about any black man in America. They're not going to protect R. Kelly. That's how you know Roshana lying. I'm so sick of these people playing the victim. Playing the victim. None of them are victims. All of them were fucking whores. I don't understand how it's not double jeopardy to bring Roshana back to rehash this old tape from 2008. Well, the tape was made, they say, in the 90s. She already said it wasn't her. The daddy already said it wasn't her. He was already acquitted. In the eyes of the law, it's double jeopardy. I really hope Jennifer Bonjean gets that shit tossed out and we don't even have to go to trial in Chicago. Chicago is just totally unfair. The federal government is so nasty and stink. I really hate the feds. They're disgusting people. Anyway, fuck Tim Savage. Fuck Angelo Clary. Fuck Alice Clary. You're a whore, Alice. You're a whore, Joycelyn. Fuck anybody in the Chicago case. Roshana Landfair, you're a fucking whore. Your entire family is a fucking group of leeches. Your Aunt Sparkle was a whore who left her husband to be with R. Kelly, then got mad because he didn't want to marry her. I just hate all these people. Anyway, free R. Kelly, and fuck anybody who don't like him.